subscribe to my channel, thanks. At about 10:57 p.m. on May 16, a 42-year-old man named Rick Garrity was exiting Wrigley Field in Chicago when he apparently tried to climb a 36-inch rail on a ramp leading from the upper deck, according to Chicago Cubs and police officials. He then fell over the rail, plunged a significant depth and died the next day from the accident, becoming the latest death from falling at America's big stadiums. That is a very tragic event that sadly has been seen far too often over the last several years, said Bob Gorman, co-author of the book Death at the Ballpark. It's still quite rare. Out of hundreds of millions of fans in Major League Baseball parks since 1969, there have been 25 deaths from falling in stadiums, including some involving inebriated victims and suicide, Gorman said. In this case, the Cubs asserted the rail and its height did not contribute to the man's death at Wrigley. But what if the rail had been 42 inches or higher, as safety experts say they should be? Would that have deterred his actions and the accident? More. Cubs fan dies after falling over railing at Wrigley Field. Boy struck in head by Chris Carter's broken bat at Yankees game. In December 2015, Major League Baseball recommended that teams extend the netting that protects fans from foul balls or flying bats near home plate, and a handful of teams have done so. But the questions regarding rail height feed into a classic debate about safety regulations and the responsibility of individuals. Is it worth raising rails or adding other safety measures to sometimes save people from themselves, even if such incidents are rare? A similar issue is playing out in court in Atlanta over the heights of rails in high seating areas. Major League Baseball has a responsibility to reasonably address the safety of their millions of loyal fans, said a lawsuit filed on behalf of the family of Greg Murray, who died after falling from the upper deck at Turner Field in Atlanta in 2015. Raising the height of rails to 42 inches or installing netting can be done for a small fraction of the billions of dollars in revenues generated each year by media, corporate sponsorships, and ticket sales. In that incident, a toxicology report later concluded Murray was legally intoxicated when he died. The Atlanta Braves and Major League Baseball said the victim assumed the risk and was responsible for his own injuries. They also noted that the rail heights there at 30 inches tall exceeded minimum code standards for seated areas.